Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to talk about P0087 code. If you guys have this code, you're probably not going to get a lot of power from your vehicle. And basically, a check engine light, obviously. But what you guys have with this situation, with this code, is a fuel rail system pressure too low code. And essentially, if the pressure in the fuel rail or fuel system drops below a level where the computer detects what is normal, the code is then set. And this code only exists on vehicles that use common rail fuel injection, CRI. So basically, if you guys have this problem, what it means is that the pressure inside the fuel rail or the fuel system is essentially goes below a minimum level needed to keep the engine going, give enough gas to the engine so that it works properly. Now, essentially, obviously, you have this code because the PCM, your vehicle's computer, keeps track of what level the gas is in the fuel rail. And essentially what it does is it adjusts the fuel pump or the fuel volume regulator and essentially changes the fuel pressure in your vehicle so that your engine works the way it should work. So basically, if your vehicle needs more power to run faster, go up a hill or something like that, the PCM raises the fuel pressure to send more fuel to the engine. Once if it needs also to support heavy loads, etc., etc., it actually reduces the pressure because passes in the engine can take it easier. The PCM reduces pressure to conserve fuel. There's a fuel pressure feedback sensor on the fuel rail. It measures fuel pressure, and essentially any kind of issue with that, it wants the PCM, the fuel pressure goes below a certain amount. So basically what you guys want to know is what the cause is, what the symptoms, how to fix it. The important part is, okay, let's take a look at stuff that you could actually look at. All right, as far as trying to fix this issue, you could have a fuel filter issue. Obviously, a fuel filter issue means that the fuel filter itself could be clogged, and if it's clogged, it's going to keep fuel from going into the fuel pump and into the fuel system. Could have a crimp or restriction in the fuel supply line. It rarely happens, but it's possible. You could have a bad or failing fuel pump or fuel pump control module. You could have electrical problems with the low pressure fuel pump. You could also have electrical problems with the fuel rail pressure sensor. You could also have electrical problems with the high pressure pump solenoid. You could have a broken or worn high pressure pump. You could have camshaft timing or camshaft lobe wear on the pump drive. Obviously, if the fuel levels reaches a critically low level, the PCM will set that code, even though it has nothing to do with the fuel rail's pressure levels. So essentially, if you have this problem, what you're going to have is common symptoms. Your engine's probably going to suffer. You're going to have a lot less power because of insufficient fuel, leading to misfires from running lean, rough running, or reduced power during acceleration or high RPMs. You might experience stalling. The fuel efficiency might drop as the vehicle consumes more fuel than necessary. So essentially, what you want to do as far as trying to fix this is you want to look at all the components that was mentioned. Obviously, the fuel pump, I don't know about new vehicles, but in older vehicles, the fuel pump does not have a sensor that tells whether the fuel pump has issue itself, but you probably can tell by by the by the sensors on the fuel rail itself, the control module, etc., etc. But essentially, what you're going to have to do in this case is to look at the whole entire fuel system. It's not the worst situation in the world as far as troubleshooting, but it's not the easiest also. And in this case, it could be something that's electronic, because of the fuel rail pressure sensor. You might want to change those parts out. They're probably not very hard to get to depending on which vehicle you have. By the way, you could probably check out the, well, in some cars you could check out the fuel pump pretty easily. In other cars you can't. But essentially this whole entire issue has everything to do, mostly to do with the fuel system. And if you guys have your own personal experiences with this, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know how you fixed it, and it might help somebody else out in this situation. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, and take care, guys.